Top of the morning, straight to the point, sports and entertainment. Hit the like button, sub to the channel if you're not a member. Also hit them notification. Uh, I'm officially live right now. Shout out to the whole Lions Den basketball and boxing communities. And also want to give a shout out to all of my subs, day ones and new subs too. Um, Brown Sugar, I see you here first in the building. I see you. How you doing, sweetie? Hope everybody feeling all right this morning. Got our first game today. Well, first game of the Eastern Conference Final. I think it's going to be, everybody's been coming at me saying that this is going to be a boring series. Man, you got to be smoking. There's nothing remotely boring about this series at all. If you really pay attention to basketball, if you're a casual, it may be boring, but it's it's not going to be boring at all. Um, it's going to come down to the pressure situations. Now, I got Indiana winning this series. Okay, I have Indiana winning this series. All right. What's up, Ted? I see you in here. Um, no, that's actually Miles Turner is going to destroy KP. Okay, Miles Turner is going to destroy KP. All right, let me repeat that again. That's not going to be a good matchup. Okay, Miles Turner is going to destroy KP. Okay, and let me tell you why. All right, and that's one of the key reasons why they're going to win this series. Miles Turner is a mobile big that can blow. He'll blow by you. He's long enough to blow right past you. Once he gets like 2 steps in there, he's gonna dunk on you. I don't think people realize how skilled Miles Turner is. Okay, did he make the All-Star team? No, he did not. But he's got All-Star potential. Miles Turner, when he's on, he's on. It's just about his consistency. That's the only thing that's been the problem with Miles Turner. And Miles Turner, when he wants to play defense, he can be a very good shot rim protector. So, no, that's not a good matchup. Miles Turner is going to destroy KP. I mean, if you were talking about a KP, maybe about, I would say, about when he first came into the league before the injuries, then yeah, but Miles Turner is on a whole nother level, man. Miles Turner is on a whole nother level. And then also, this is another thing too. The Pacers, they pretty much are living up to their name. Even though we know a Pacer is a car, but they have the fastest pace in the league. They're faster than Boston. They play fast, and they have some scrappy guards and stuff. Now, sometimes they kind of lack on the defensive end, but when they really feel like playing defense, then that's when they step it up. Especially when Pascal Siakam, when Halliburton, sometimes, you know what I'm saying, Halliburton can really turn the pressure up on defense. And then I don't think a lot of people are looking at Nembhard. Andrew Nembhard. I don't think he gets enough credit either. Andrew Nembhard is a very slept on defender. Even though he's only about 6'4", he still will get into the into the chest of the offensive player. Now, it doesn't take anything away from Boston. Now, Boston, you can't go to sleep on Boston, of course. But we all know the pressure isn't on Indiana. Listen, I know I am sounding like a broken record once again when we talk about who the pressure is on in terms of team. But listen, the pressure is on Boston. Everybody knows that Boston has to get it done. And then on top of that, you've added all these pieces to Boston. So now people are really expecting, the expectations are even higher. The expectations are even higher. I don't want people to think that, Boston is just going to come in there and they're going to run Indiana out of the building. Indiana has pretty much kept up with all of the Eastern Conference teams. That's why they're playing for the conference championship right now. So it's going to come down to Indiana. They know how to close. That's another thing. Indiana has got more closers. See, the only closers that you really got on Boston is a guy like Derek White. I think he to me, Derek White seals the deal more than anybody on that Boston squad in terms of closing the game. Jaylen Brown. Now, I went back and I paid attention to Jaylen Brown in terms of everybody saying that Jaylen Brown couldn't close and Jason Tatum couldn't close. Actually, when I went back and I looked at it, there have been games when Jaylen Brown has came through in the clutch, in clutch situation, but they don't really talk about it. But in this situation right here, I don't think that they have enough. I don't think that they have enough to keep up with the Indiana Pacers, and the Indiana Pacers. They're gonna wear you down after a while. They both, whenever necessary, because you got to think about it. Indiana, they're the high. Not only are they the fastest pace in the team, fastest pace in the league, they also, in terms of offensively, they're the number one offense in the league. Just like this is going to be a crazy Western Conference Finals and a crazy Eastern Conference Finals because you have the number one defense in the league when you talk about Minnesota, and you got the number one offense in the league when you talk about Indiana. So that's why it's going to be key. I'm really looking forward to this series, man. Everybody's like sleeping on this series. They think it's going to be a boring series, all this other stuff. I'm not looking at it that way. As a matter of fact, I think this series, everybody wants to see the Timberwolves and the Mavericks. I understand that. That's already given. But the amount of pressure that's on Boston, I don't think people understand that that's going to play a factor in how intriguing this series is. Because now that Boston has Indiana, people are expecting. There's some people that are expecting Boston to sweep Indiana, and I'm like, are you out of your mind? You really think that Rick Carlisle is just gonna allow, his team to just get swept like that? No. And I say Rick Carlisle because he's the one with the championship up under his belt. Joe Mazzulla is not. And I'm not taking anything away from Joe Mazzulla. I think Joe Mazzulla is he's a solid coach. It's just that all around, when we talk about all around, you got to give it to Carlisle. To me, Carlisle is better with mixing it up. Carlisle has always been good, pretty decent with his adjustment. Now, people have been getting on both of them about defense, but they both, like, if you look at both Indiana and you look at both Indiana and Boston, they all got defenders on their team, and I've already talked about that. But a lot of people feel like they can't stop anybody. It's just like when they played New York. A lot of people are tripping out because they put up 130 points. But if they're clicking on all cylinders, what can you be mad at? And on top of that, they were playing defense that game when they played New York. So if you think that Boston is just going to come in here and they're just automatically just going to doormat and over the Indiana Pacers, you don't really know basketball. You don't know basketball. You got to think about it. There are guys on that team, on that roster, that have a championship up under their belt. Pascal Siakam. Let's not forget Pascal Siakam, when he was with the Toronto Raptors. People got to remember that Pascal Siakam was one of the vital pieces to winning that championship. But between him and Fred VanVleet, they don't like to talk about that. They talk about, Kawhi Leonard and everything, which Kawhi Leonard, he was phenomenal. But if we're going to go there, Fred VanVleet, Pascal Siakam can switch off on at least 3 different positions. And on top of that, he's a defense. If he's on it on defense, his offense is going to open up. You know what I'm saying? That's not to say that, he's the type to sit there and create and all this other stuff. It's just that when he's playing really good defense, it opens his offense much. Like, as they say, the best defense makes a great offense. And that to me describes Pascal Siakam. I must not be seeing my chat. Oh, okay. My bad, y'all. I don't know what. My fault. I hadn't even been looking at my comments. I don't know. I didn't refresh the thing. Sorry about that, y'all. Hey, what's up with it? Hey, let me go back down these comments. My fault, y'all. All right. Let me do the roll call. I'm sorry, man. This chat, I just saw the last guy that I saw up in here was Ted. My bad. I didn't realize everybody was up in here. True the King, what's up in here, man? What's up with it, bro? I see you in here. Make sure y'all go sub to my partner, True the King, man. He's a Boston Celtics fan. I know he's feeling the way that I'm feeling about this series, but I really don't think that Boston can beat Indiana. I know I'm tripping. I know I'm tripping. Yeah, Miles Turner, man. Miles Turner. What's up with it, Cypress? Jelly Bean, I see you in here. Everybody up in here, I see y'all up in here. Hey, True the King. Hey, I've seen Miles Turner play out here, man. Miles Turner, bro. Miles Turner can hoop, bro. What's up, TJ? I see you in here, man. Careful, them boys in for a very difficult series against Indiana. I told you, the league is gonna, You said Nimbard and Neesmith are key factors. Yeah, they are. Hey, listen, man. I'm telling y'all, man. Hey, listen. Hey, True the King think I'm capping right now, man. And normally, hey, listen. Normally, I wouldn't say that. Now, hey, let me tell you something. All right, let me tell Brown Sugar and True the King. Let me tell y'all this, right? I would pick Boston for this reason right here. This reason and only this reason. Hopefully my brother True the King is still in here. I'm gonna tell him this. Or actually for two reasons. One reason is Ime Udoka. If he was coaching this team, there is no chance in hell that Indiana will win this series. Because he's more of a solid defensive mind. Joe Mazzulla is not. Okay? If you think about it, when Boston was playing with Ime Udoka, who had the #1 defense in the league? It was Boston. Now who has the #1 defense in the league? It's Minnesota. Okay? And then, on top of that, check this out too. Look at this too, right? KP, you can't rely on him. He's always getting hurt. he stays getting hurt, man. And I used to like KP, man, but he's always getting hurt. Miles Turner, he rarely gets hurt. Miles Turner is always available. Miles Turner, man, he could get out on the perimeter. He could shoot the three. You said 76ers fans are tripping. We forgive you, bro. Why you say that? Man, Miles Turner is good everywhere, man. Miles Turner, listen. Miles Turner got moves. He got up and under. Miles Turner can shoot with either hand. Miles Turner can handle the rock. He kind of plays like, to a lesser degree, he kind of reminds me of Boogie Cousins, a lesser degree, like a poor man's version and a smaller version of Boogie Cousins. I'm talking about smaller in terms of build. But the thing that separates them two is that Boogie Cousins was a better passer. Well, I don't have faith. I don't have faith in Joe Mazzulla. Like the players, yes, y'all have the personnel. I mean, when we talk about Drew Holiday, and I forgot Drew Holiday got a championship. Drew Holiday got a championship on that team. I keep forgetting about that. But y'all got Drew Holiday. And y'all got Derek White. I'm talking about guys that are role players that can do the dirty work, things of that nature. And then of course you got off the bench you got Peyton Pritchard, who could be offense too as well. You said, honestly, I don't think we're going to be able to finish, but I'm still. Listen, if I'm wrong, you already know I'll show up. I just think that the pace of this game is going to be unbelievable. And then we also got to think, too. Like, okay, I think if anybody would probably defend Halliburton the best, because you don't really, with Halliburton, Halliburton's not looking to score. Halliburton's looking to facilitate all the time. But if Halliburton needs to score, he'll pull up on your ass. He'll pull up on you. You said the Celtics have to stay hot from three. Well, see, see, Ted, that's the problem right there. If they don't really need them relying on the three, that's really gonna mess them up in the end. Indiana can do both. Do you know what Indiana shot last game? And this is as a totality, both 3-point and field goal. Do you know what their percentage was? 67%. Yeah, exactly. And they're good in the pick and roll. They're good in the pick and pop. You got Naismith, you got Nembhard, guys that nobody is talking about. And then on top of that, they got an underdog mentality. And they're young too. And like I said, it comes down to, okay, Boston got all this pressure on them. Of course, they got the home court advantage. They got the home court advantage, and Indiana can win on the road. That's the thing. You're going to two different hostile environments. I mean, you're in Boston. Boston, they crowd get loud, okay? But you just came from one of the most, if not the most hostile environment in MSG, in Madison Square Garden, and being able to win on the road, being able to take the life out of the building. Derek White, well, to me, Derek White isn't streaky. Now, if you say Hauser, yeah, Derek White isn't streaky because he shoots 50, 40, 90. He's been very consistent. He's been averaging about, well, I know the previous series, he was averaging about 23 points a game, shooting a high percentage from both 3-pointers, and on top of that, he's good at the line. That's not streaky. That, to me, that shows consistency. And the thing about Derek White that I like too, I would love to have him on the Sixers, man. Y'all don't know what y'all, man. Oh man, if we had Derek White, man, in place of Tobias Harris, man, we could probably be in the championship, man. But Derek White, he doesn't need to play. He doesn't need to get off on offense. But I know some people gonna get mad at me, man. Everybody mad, you know. I know my partner True the King, man. He like, man, how can you say that? But listen, bro, I would have listen, if Ime Udoka was coaching this team, I would pick Boston all day. Trust me, I would pick Boston. But I don't see it happening this year, man. Or another thing that could happen, and I pray it don't happen to anybody, but if somebody ends up getting hurt, injuries are part of the game, unfortunately. And I'm talking about on Indiana's end too. If somebody ends up getting hurt or whatever. But I already know, like, if I hope don't nobody get hurt on either team, because I don't want to hear none of this. Oh man, well, it's just like with the whole with KD and the Warriors and the Raptors and stuff like that. That whole saying, KD don't get hurt, the Raptors don't win no championship. I can't stand that, man. That gets on my nerves, man. I don't know why this thing is chatting out. You said this is gonna be a hell of a series. Of course it is. All of these series have been a hell of a series. Listen, TJ. Hey, make sure y'all go sub to my boy TJ, man. He been dropping, man. Hey, TJ, man, you should have pulled up yesterday, man, while I broke down that Usyk and the Usyk and Fury, the Fury breakdown. I broke that down yesterday. To me, that fight was the fight of the year. But okay, TJ. TJ loves sports. Okay, check this out, TJ. My partner from South Carolina. All right. Shout out to South Carolina. Shout out to Columbia. Shout out to Charleston. All that stuff. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Myrtle Beach. All that. All right, check it out. The reason this whole entire playoffs has been exciting. Right out the gate, you had the Lakers in Denver. It was highly anticipated because of the dramaticism that was involved, the uncertainty that was supposed to take place. Some people actually gave the Lakers a chance to knock off the defending champ. Okay? Then on top of that, even though Phoenix, they got swept by Minnesota, the fact of how they did it was exciting. How Minnesota did it. Okay? I'm just talking about a few games here and there. You know what I'm saying? And then you had Dallas. To me, that was an exciting series, even though in the end Dallas had took over, because some people were expecting the Clippers to win. They thought Luka was going to do the same thing over and over, but Kyrie came through in the end. And then when we talk about the Eastern Conference, let's think about it. The Cavs and the Magic, they went down to the wire. Indiana and New York went down to the wire. The Boston series, and they pretty much, they had that on lock or whatever. The Philadelphia 76ers went down to the wire. Somewhat went down to the wire. And it made you think, okay, dang. And then, of course, this last series with Denver and Minnesota, it went down to the wire. It came down to a game 7. So this has really been an exciting playoff. And guess what? You didn't need LeBron James, like everybody been complaining about. Oh, well, LeBron's not playing. I'm not gonna watch it. Okay, bye. No, it's all good. I didn't know, TJ, man, I didn't know you a Lakers fan. And a lot of, see, let me tell y'all something about the Lakers and the Cowboys fans. This is what y'all do. If y'all team is not playing, like, especially like the Cowboys fans, Y'all be like, well, my team ain't in it. You know, I ain't gonna pay attention to it. Why? Or if the Lakers ain't in it no more, then y'all be like, you know what, man, the Lakers ain't in it no more. Or I should be saying LeBron. if LeBron ain't in it no more, then I don't want to watch it no more. Why? Nigga, there's still basketball to be played. There's still exciting players out there. Everybody should like parity. Everybody should like the fact that the same team ain't in there constantly. Oh yeah, you watch it all. Okay, so what's been your favorite series, man? Yeah, the changing of the guard, exactly. Yeah, hey Ted, you was on it, man. You did choose Dallas. I got to give Ted credit. I think it was you and Memphis, man. Y'all both said you and Cypress. Y'all both said that Dallas would make the Western Conference Finals, and I thought y'all were crazy for saying that. But they here now, man. So I can't even say nothing. I gotta give y'all shout out. Y'all was right, man. Y'all was right. That's the thing on this channel. Hey, TJ know how I am. I don't duck no smoke, man. Hey, man, in the LDBC, man, we ain't got no smoke duckers. And if you is a smoke ducker, we gonna call your ass out and we gonna come looking for the smoke. Matter of fact, we gonna come with the match and a lighter and we gonna light that bitch up. We gonna light the pilot. You feel me? Okay, so you said Minnesota and Denver so far. Yeah, even though the games all of them haven't been close, it's still been a pretty good series. You said he'll be an X factor, but they're not going to beat Minnesota. They're not going to beat Minnesota. Hey, Ted, I'm telling you now, Minnesota is going to beat Dallas. They have no, what's it called? Dallas don't have, they got size, but they don't got the size like Minnesota. And then on top of that, Lively can't stop a guy like Najee Muhammad. Najee, my bad. Najee Reed. I said Najee Muhammad. I don't see, listen, it's gonna be Minnesota. It's gonna come down to 6 games, 6 to 7 games, and Minnesota is gonna win. And Minnesota's gonna win off of defense. Yeah, I got the Wolves in 6 or 7. I don't know Luka, Kyrie, and PJ. My God, yeah, I like them too. A lot of people don't understand. I like Hardaway Jr., but Hardaway Jr. hasn't really been playing that good. PJ Washington, he's actually stepped it up. Well, he's actually been pretty consistent or whatever. Lively, you can't say enough about him. Kyrie, but Luka, the concern about Luka is his leg. And him being hurt and stuff. But hey, y'all, I gotta roll out, man. I appreciate y'all pulling up, man. Sorry about not being able to see the comments. YouTube doing something to me. I had to refresh the comments and stuff like that, man. But I come back with some more heat a little bit later, man. Make sure y'all like the video, share it, subscribe, hit them notifications too. Shouts out to the whole entire Lions Den, both basketball as well as boxing community. Until then, I appreciate y'all pulling up. Straight to the point, sports and entertainment. I'll get at y'all later.